Did you know that 1 out of every 2 items in a supermarket contains palm oil? Indonesia is the largest exporter of palm oil, with plantations occupying 63% of the province of West Kalimantan. It's cheap to produce, but in West Kalimantan, palm oil has proven its cost with massive deforestation, climate change, and disruption of local communities. Areas that were once rich ecosystems were slashed and burned and replaced with monocultures. This results in environmental degradation, including in driving out animal species such as orangutans, putting an end to ecosystem functions originally provided by the biota community. Community members are resistant to this growing industry due to the spread of mosquito-borne diseases that were originally contained within the forest. The loss of culturally significant multifunctional land, along with the threats to food and job security. Some argue that palm oil plantations would create jobs within the community, but it actually takes very few workers to run one. Not to mention that smallholder farmers that work for these companies are often underpaid and do not have any cropland of their own. Tensions have arisen from lack of government support, leaving the locals feeling overlooked, resulting in violence within the community. There have even been attacks on company employees. When land disputes arise in West Kalimantan, companies invite villagers to go to court to review the established property agreement, which is a naive solution. This approach suggests that community members do not comprehend property rights, when in reality it is a much more nuanced problem. Locals understand what land belongs to whom, but they are frustrated that their voices were not taken into consideration when these land use decisions will have long-term impacts on their livelihoods and those of future generations. Clearly, something needs to change. As of today, 92 countries are certified through the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, which promotes the growth and use of sustainable palm oil through global standards and engagement of stakeholders. However, this policy neglects small communities like West Kalimantan. A possible solution would be to implement a land credit system where there is a certain amount of land area that companies can trade amongst themselves. When they wish to go beyond this limit, they can start producing alternative plant oils, which would be subsidized by the UN Food and Agriculture Organization or another global initiative. This multifaceted approach, encouraging collaboration between private interests, governments, and community members, would allow for a transition to a more sustainable palm oil industry.